baby. We out here. You see what's going on. We activated. We ain't playing no games.
Without further ado, let's get straight to it. Today on the platform, we got two entrepreneurs, man, two bosses of their own right. We got Key Toy and we got Didi Dream Rich in the building. What's going on? How y'all feeling?
Hey, I'm good today.
Stay tired. Jay, man, let's start there. What the day been like? You know, I like to check on people.
It's been interesting. It's been interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Delve in, like in what way?
Overwhelming.
Oh,
This
wow.
festival is overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see everything come to life, but it's been overwhelming for sure.
For sure. What about you?
Well, I'm just getting up, so my day just starting.
She's late to the party.
Yeah. As
She
you
late to
said
the
off
party.
camera, you've
Yeah.
been trying to communicate with her.
All day. She been asleep.
Straight up.
She know that my
Keith
schedule.
Toy been dreaming.
Speaking of that, no, go ahead. What you
No,
about
I'm
to
just
say?
saying I go to sleep at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
Why you go to sleep at 6 o'clock in the morning?
I'm a bartender, so I don't be
Ah.
getting off to like 4 or 5. And then even when I don't get off that late, my body just
Gotcha.
tuned to stay up. So
Yeah. After a while, when you on it, your body.
yeah, I can't go to sleep. So So
sure,
that's
for sure.
my excuse. Okay, I ain't lazy, just tired.
Alien time.
No
Yeah.
doubt, no
And
doubt.
I'm up at 8.
9, 5. She's
Yeah,
up
no,
when I'm going to
definitely,
sleep.
She
So
be cutting her social media and everything off at a certain time.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, when I look in your my story, do not call me after this time. You're not gonna get a response. So, but it be like that sometimes.
Yeah, because I've been
Speaking,
going to the gym.
I peeped that. How that's been going for you though?
It's been making me tired, so it's been cool.
How long that journey been in terms of you?
I've been in the gym probably now for 2 months straight. I just started with a new trainer though, and I've only been there with him for 2 weeks.
That's dope. That's dope. You said she was dreaming, and so I kind of want to just get right into it so that the people can fully come up to grasp of what y'all got going on. Keys to Dreams,
Kitty of Dreams.
Kitty Your Dreams, festival.
Yep.
You know, that's a big thing. If y'all can talk a little bit about the inspiration behind it, and what made y'all come together. I know you've been doing the Key to Your, for quite some time now. Key to the Streets.
Key to the city.
Key to the City, right?
Yeah, Keys to the City. Yep. So I've been doing that for 7 years.
Right.
And then, like me and Didi, we go back probably like about 20 years. So we've been trying to collaborate on something for a while. We done a lot of events together, but just as far as us collaborating. So we came up, with my events, I'm with the vendors. I just recently started adding artists. And then, with Didi's fashion show, she has the vendors and she has the artists. So we kind of somewhat do it the same way, but just from different aspects. So we like, okay, how about we come together and just make it a bigger, girl duo?
For sure. In terms of you, when you, how did that come about? Did you make the phone call? She made the phone call?
So last year we were supposed to do something, and then we didn't get to do it. We had a lot going on, both of us. And just this year, we was just like, forget it. All right, let's make this happen. Let's do it. And last year, if we would have did something, it would have been like a trap karaoke vibe thing. That's what we were going towards at first. Yeah, we was going towards that. And we probably still do that soon.
Yeah.
But this year was more of normally I do a summer fashion show. And she was working on a summer event. And I'm just like, all right, let's figure out how to do this together, because I wanted to do a festival so bad. Yeah. So I'm like, you want to do a festival? And she's like, come on, let's do it. And then Kitty Your Dreams just came up. We was just on the phone. I'm like, damn, the name of it could be Kitty Your Dreams.
Yeah, hard.
I'm Dream Rich, you Key.
Super hard.
Kitty Your Dreams.
And I ain't gonna lie, as I think about it, I can't even really, unless y'all can tell me, I can't think of an independent festival, like outside of like the city actually putting something on. I can't really think of.
Well, I know Smoking Them got a festival.
Okay. Yeah, Smoking Them got that festival.
The Riverfront.
The Riverfront Festival. And Backwoods and Bonfires.
Yeah.
Right.
So we got some big festivals that go on here, but Backwoods and Bonfires is based upon Backwoods and Bonfires and weed and stuff like that. The Riverfront Festival is R&B. This one, Keys to Your Dreams, is we giving out awards. It's cultural. It's all Detroit.
I think it's more cultural.
We bring it out.
More Detroit.
We is bringing in the Chicago artist, Mellow Bucks.
That's hard.
And next year we plan on growing. We plan on growing to do more out of town artists, but right now it's more of our culture and what we got going on in Detroit City. You know what I'm saying? So with our vendors, the food trucks, and everything else.
How did that connection with Mello come about? How did that
It's me. I'm a music junkie, so I told Key like, this girl got a summer smash. That Move song is going crazy, and I'm really big on like we went to Jamaica. I went to Jamaica in June, and I'm playing it for everybody on the thing. Like when I hear a song and they catch, I know what's gonna be like the next song. Yeah. And I like her. I like her. She like us.
Is that the one that kind of sound like that old school Detroit basement?
Yep, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah.
Let me see that ass move there.
Yeah, because don't ask me about. I barely know rappers' names.
Yeah, so I didn't have a girl on here. Like I didn't really have a girl. I mean, we got girls in the city that's doing their thing. Don't get me wrong, but I needed somebody with something that's gonna move, like make everybody move and have a good time. Because we don't really get that. So.
Talk about the lineup outside of her. Talk about everybody that y'all got that that's gonna pull up.
Baby Money, Tay B,
Lil
3G
Cardi,
Weezy, Snap Dogg is coming out with 3G Weezy, DZ,
33 boat,
That's hard.
22 boat,
22 boat.
See, don't be messing up their names. Like not
Real Leslie,
Real Leslie. I'm Natasia.
We got Casey the model. Oh, Chase
Bling.
Yeah,
Kid is coming.
Kid.
I'm missing somebody. I feel like
it's a lot of people.
We have 50 performers.
Shit, that's a lot of
We have 50 performers, so we bringing a lot of people out of retirement. Chef Geach, Courtney Bell.
Courtney Bell.
We have a whole R&B. Paris Joel. He's we doing a whole R&B segment. Tay Prince. We really giving a whole like the R&B got their own little spot
if
in the festival.
Like even like talk about that too, like because I'm noticing like the resurgence or a wave of R&B artists that's that's coming up out of the city. We know from the rap standpoint we've been kind of having motion in that lane for a minute, but we seeing something different. If you can talk a little bit about what y'all see in that area
as far as like R&B.
Yeah,
I feel like R&B is. We had a move on R&B for a minute where our artists used to collab, the rappers used to collab with R&B. I feel like it's starting again. It's starting again. It's
R&B coming back.
We are merging them together again
for the culture. But I do feel like it is coming back for where it's not like I need a rapper to help me get on type thing. But I do feel like more spotlight is coming on just the R&B artist.
Right. As a
so when she came up with that segment, I'm like, okay, that'll be a really good idea.
Yeah. That's dope.
We got a lot of kids too. We got a lot of kid performers. They're gonna be kind of opening the event, so that's a really good look, for all the young artists. And then, like I said, it's the culture of Detroit. So we're not trying to spend a lot of money to go get all the big artists. We're trying to make, because everybody in Detroit, we feel like we famous. So we getting all the famous people in Detroit, or the people who want to be famous, the people who need to network.
Yeah, we got a special guest.
We put them part of the festival.
More than one. Lil Blade is on there. It's a lot of people that we haven't even announced.
I to say, damn, can we get an exclusive job? I ain't gonna, you good. I understand how
I'm gonna tell you when we get on camera. I mean, everybody is already kind of expecting who it's gonna be, but
no doubt.
It's a couple other people that we didn't get to announce yet that got added on last minute.
For sure. In terms of vendors, can y'all share maybe like some vendors that's gonna be out there that people should?
So we got Good Times on the Ave.
Yep, Treats by Beck.
Barbecue Rub. That's one of the food.
TLC Meals. I'm forgetting. It's a lot of vendors. So I'm trying.
I would say it's a lot of vendors.
I ain't trying to leave nobody out, but
Lux. They actually got a boutique in here, in the Greenfield Plaza. So Lux.
I got them all in my notes.
Yeah, so it's a lot of vendors. We got a lot of vendors.
Let me see. I'm not gonna do y'all like that because I'm gonna
a lot of food. We gonna have hookah. Yeah. So and then we got a lot of hosts as well. Some of our hosts is Red Wing White Boy. We got Talking Reckless. We got Brooke. Some of our DJ is DJ Carter. We got DJ Reggie. And then DJ what's the girl? DJ Mo Better.
Yeah.
DJ Mo Better. So we got we really give everybody Carter. An opportunity to kind of come up for sure.
Man, that's hard, man. And it seemed like I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be really big. I'm interested in kind of like understanding the process of even like the nooks or crannies of forming this type of thing. Like I could see how y'all was communicating, and it's like it's nonstop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you putting on an event to this magnitude, like what are like some of the steps or some of the things or
team?
Can go.
Team is first. Having a team is very, very we have people in each department. So like how everybody think that they're gonna be blowing our phone up, it's not
Right,
gonna.
right,
This is not, baby. If you got a point of contact, you better call them
Facts.
because you're gonna be at the door. Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really, we running a whole show. Like I said, it's 50 artists. I'm not gonna lie, I knew it was gonna be big, but the 50 artists and it's just being local,
Yeah.
like that is like, wait, what?
Right.
Okay, this is really
we
big, and
still got
it's still people from Ohio. It's so many people
begging.
reaching out, and it's like, I don't even know where to put them. You get what I'm saying? But next year it'll be bigger. We'll have more stages and stuff like that. This is the first one, so I still want all those artists to come out and support. Actually, show your face. Let us know who you are, because you never know. It might be somebody that don't show up, but you might get their spot.
Might get that spot, for
Like
sure.
in real life, in real time. Just being patient and giving us grace. That's one thing that's needed. We have an all-woman production. All women. Only thing that's men is the guys that's making our flyers.
Man, that's hard.
So then we have men working, but the production of this show is literally all women.
How important is it to have like to put that message out there? You feel me? That it's women. Like in Detroit, it's like the home of women bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You got other cities where people doing their thing, but it's like the list can literally go on with women that's actually standing on their own 10 and really taking care of business. How important is it for y'all to kind of be like a part of the faces of that and kind of showing the people that it can be done in an inspiring and motivative way?
Because it's girls like me. I feel like it's girls like me younger than me. I want you to always know that a woman can do the same thing. Like, don't ever think that you can't do something. Don't ever think you're not strong enough to make it happen. All women, we all are the same. We can do the same thing. And most women are at our bonus. We add value to all men. So I think it's good to always let younger girls know that even when they feel like they can't, you can. Like girls from the hood, we from the hood. We regular girls that came from the same places that most of these girls coming from. So just to be a motivation, that's the whole thing, is to show girls that they're enough. It's just like letting you know that you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. From writing books to all the stuff that we've accomplished in our lives and overcame. You know what I'm saying? Like how important it is to be a woman and stand in your feminine. You know what I'm saying? You could be aggressive in certain areas of your life, but standing your feminine, that's the most power. The more power you're gonna have.
And I want to add to that because what I really appreciate, especially about us being girl bosses and girl inspiration, is that we like open books. So people have seen the path. They have seen the struggles. They've seen. So it's not like we trying to make it look like it's all glamour and glitz. Like, no, this shit hard, you know, but it's something worth working for. So, and then people know, like, no, I seen her take a L. You know, I seen her take the L, and now I seen her take the win. So I think that's the most like satisfying part about being a girl boss, is because I'm like, I know, like, listen, I kept taking L's until I got the win.
For sure. If you can, talk about like maybe the biggest L personally that you feel like you took that you had to bounce back from.
I would say losing my daughter's father last year. That was the biggest L I took. And that was the biggest L because, like, we were a family. I was a very well taken care of person. And then because I was taken care of, I was able to take care of so many people. So now when I took that L, I couldn't take care of everybody no more. My focus changed, my shift changed, my motivation changed. And, you know, it came depression. So it was like a bunch of battles.
Yeah.
And it really like depicted off everything in my life. You know, how I was making money, how I was raising my kids, you know, how I was hustling, how, you know, did I want to keep being inspiring to people? So that was like the biggest L in my life that I have took, that I have bounced back. And I'm just kind of, you know, I thank God for using me as a vessel, because I'm able to show people that, you know, regardless of how big the L is, you still get the win.
And if I can, like, the process, you know, it don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Where you kind of, you know, wake up and you just feeling better. It's going to always be a continual journey. If you can, but maybe somebody that's out there that have went through the same, or that is going through the same thing, what is like some of those valuable jewels or valuable lessons throughout this process that has helped you push through that maybe somebody else can, you know?
So I would say being self-conscious, because like, and that's one thing I can appreciate about working with Dee Dee is because we've been through some of the same stuff. So even if I'm not being very transparent about how I'm feeling about today, she kind of already know. So like, it kind of helps with our communication. So with the process, like I said, being transparent, just being like, I know I'm having a bad day. So if I know I'm having a bad day, I'm not taking this out on everybody else. I don't want my energy to transfer. You know, I'm being very self-conscious about who I'm being. I've seen a lot of people that go through stuff and they be like, oh, they just going through something. Like, no, I don't want you to look at me and be able to be like, bitch, you going through something.
Yeah,
you know, so and also just getting closer to God, you know, trying to understand and not make a meaning out of everything. When people be like, oh, it happened for a reason. Like, that can really fuck you up when you like, God, well, what the fuck? You know?
For sure.
So I don't go by that like it happened for a reason. I'm going by, okay, what can I make out of this? You know, who can I inspire? Who am I going to help? Because I know a lot of things, what we go through is not for us, it's for somebody else.
100%.
So a lot of the things I have overcame, it wasn't for me. It was for me to show somebody else, another girl boss, that you can overcome this.
100%. 100%. Biggest L that you feel like you taking?
My biggest L is, I would say, losing Dream Rich. I closed Dream Rich 2 years ago now. And that was probably the hardest thing to get over. Because I was excelling in music, but I was losing my mind. So literally losing my mind, but I'm excelling in another part of my career that I never even thought I was going to be this big in.
Yeah.
I did Dream Rich it'll be 10 years coming up. I've been a designer for 10 years. So just literally walking through that, I was watching God take everything away. Like, literally, that wasn't the devil. It was God just showing me to start over. I needed a new start. And really just being like, at first I didn't understand it. I was almost complaining about, I wanted this. This was mine. Like, why did you take this from me? Like, I worked so hard to do this. Not realizing that the whole time it was just to show me something bigger. To show me it's a bigger message. It's something bigger than I'm supposed to be doing. Don't sit in something for so long and forget who you are for real. Because technically I became Dream Rich. You know what I'm saying? Right. So nobody called me.
True, though.
Yeah, I am Dream Rich. No one calls me my name.
Yeah.
No one. Like,
it's crazy because even preparing for this interview, though, I'm like, I want to call her Dee Dee.
Yeah.
True. Like, you know what I mean?
So even still, like, even I didn't start a new brand. People still be walking up on me like, where the Dream Rich clothes? It's like, baby, it's Arte de la Moda now. But you know what? I'm still Dream Rich. So I built a brand and my face became my brand. So building on that for so long, it's like even going through at one moment I wanted to change my Instagram name. And it was like, do I change it or do I keep it? And it's like, my gut just telling me to keep it. Don't change that name and just put my real name in it.
100%.
But it's just now I got like 3 names. So it's like when I'm trying to step over in another field, it's like, oh, well, you Darlene, but then you Dee Dee, but then you Dream Rich. It's like, yep, AKA.
When do people call you by your real name? Like, who are those people?
My family, my friends, and people that want to mess with me all day. If they know me and they know I hate my real name, they gonna walk up and be like, Darlene, hey, you know what I'm saying? So I'm an author, so that, like, just doing other things in my life and being known. I don't want to be known by Dream Rich when it comes to stuff like that. I want my name on it. 100%. So just that identity, that was like an identity crisis for me. Yeah. Like, it was like, okay, I'm closing this down, but everybody calls me this. But how am I gonna? Like, I started losing everything. I'm talking about the fashion show flooded, my store flooded. I got to looking at, I'm like, this is Noah's Ark. Like, why am I? I'm getting cleaned out. Like, I was getting cleaned out of everything I had, bought buying a house and losing that. I lost everything within, like, it was like you ever just wake up and then every day that you walk and you trying to push through something, you really losing your, like, I'm literally waking up trying to be positive. I got this. Boom. Nope. Boom. Nope. Knock you up. Nope. Car accident. Nope. I'm literally losing my mind. It was like, okay, you know what? Something gotta give. And I was still helping people. Like, I was still literally doing something else, and it didn't make it hard to even understand. It was making it hard for me to even understand why. And then I had people like, and my cousin passed away. He passed away the December after I lost everything. He passed away too. So, and that was he was like my spiritual. I would walk in the door. He'd be like, "Give me a hug. You all right? You got it." The name of Art of Fashion came from him, and Arte de la Moda means that. You know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't brand that together or whatever. So, because I couldn't trademark that too. And that was another thing that was going on with Dream Rich, trademark. I was going through that for 10 years. I paid somebody for a trademark when I first started my business, and they got down on me. Didn't know nothing about that. So my 7-year anniversary, I'm having the biggest fashion show of my life. And the lawyer called out, oh, you can't trademark that. So it was like, okay, you know what? That was year 7. So it was like, okay, wait, what's going on? And right after that fashion show, store flooded. And literally from that day forward, it was like everything was pushing for me to let Dream Rich go. And just go into, and Dream Rich is coming back out with kids' clothes only. The Dream Rich cartoon, but everything else is no longer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that probably was that was the biggest L, but it was also a huge blessing in so many ways as far as mentality, as far as me coming into who I am as a woman. Because I was trying to prove to people that I was bigger than a lot of other things because I used to have epilepsy. So I walked around feeling unnormal for so long that I tried to, I forced it on. Like, it was like, I could do all this. Like, I didn't get to graduate college with my friends. I didn't get to do all the stuff that all my friends was doing at that point in time. So when I got Dream Rich, and it was like, I was literally able to sell out in a day. I literally put up in every hood. I don't have no videos of this. I don't have nothing, but I literally, word of mouth, I literally put myself, I did something in fashion and culture in Detroit. I literally was putting up in every hood and I didn't care. I popped that trunk. I was making at least $20,000 a day just popping my trunk. In every hood, I didn't even have an online. So like right now, 10 years later, I am building an online presence. Right. So like I be trying to get people to support and do online. That's the hardest shit ever too. No, it is. It's still like an L trying to get my customers because everybody spoil you. Like, pull up on me, bring it to me, and then be like,
it makes sense why it's kind of difficult for people to transition back into that out the trunk. Like, I miss them days. Like, you know what I mean, pulling up on people hand in hand. Like, you know what I mean. There's something about that type of hustle that, you know what I mean. But
people don't got it no more.
Yeah, we in a new time and it's so scary. I'm a woman. Like, I don't want to be putting up. When I was younger, I was carefree to everything that was going on because I felt like everywhere I went, I was cool. Like, I had my East Side friends, I had my West Side friends. It's certain people and they're no longer around to even be here for that. So it's really like, oh no, I done lost a lot of friends within my Dream Rich journey. Yeah. And a lot of them was like protectors for me. All these homeboys I had, they were people that like, oh, I'll ride in the car with you all day. I got you. I got one homeboy that he took me to the East Side. He rode me through that, boy, and everything he gave me is sold out. So just that alone, just my journey itself, I can't wait to tell it, like the whole story, so that I can inspire more people to believe in themselves. Because and even just who I am now, I'm not even that same girl I was 10 years ago.
No doubt. And that's a good segue too. And for you, Key, talk a little bit about the transition of you, like, as a woman. If you was able to, maybe go back 10 years or even 5, maybe like some of those critical things that you had to tweak in order for you to become a better woman, you know what I mean, from your standpoint.
And I would say, like, my social media was my first thing, because I was one of those people that, like, did it for the gram. Like, I'm going to embarrass you on the gram. I'm going to take the drama to the gram. I'm going to make the jokes on the gram. And, like, that was the younger me. Like, and I'm like, yeah, laughs high. But as the older Key progressed, I'm like, nah, like, that shit ain't cool for the gram. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for the gram. And then I had to start being self-conscious about what I was posting for the gram, because I knew that, oh, okay, I'm influential to a lot of people that I don't even know. So this whole time I'm out here bringing the drama. Now I got somebody like, oh, I don't want to buy what you got to offer because you drama. You know what I'm saying? So I had to start, like, really looking at everything that I was doing. Like, how you talking? What you posting? To this day, you really not gonna catch me on the gram shaking my ass. You know what I'm like, because that's not what I'm selling.
Yeah,
I'm selling dreams.
I mean, we all have fun. We go on trips too.
Yeah, we do, but I just that's just how I looked at myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I was just, like, way more influential to people. So I'm like, if I do something like that, it'd probably be in a close friends type thing, because I know that so many people are judging. So I had to, like, look at my social media first, because that's where I got the most impact. That's where a lot of people feel like they know me from. Yeah. To this day, people like, Key, oh, and I be like, oh, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know who you are, but people will really feel like they know who you are.
Damn, that's interesting too. Like, I heard you say recently, you talked about social anxiety. I remember a time we was at the Detroit 313 Day concert weekend, and you was coming through the door, and I'm standing there, and I'm one of them type of people, which is why I don't really deal, because I'm one of those type of people. I got a degree of social anxiety from the standpoint of, if you look in a certain type of way, I'm not gonna even bother you. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like but I can see this exterior on you where you looking like, yeah, like not like a nigga, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying more so like okay, like you get what I'm saying, and you moving through. Talk a little bit about how you like both of y'all. How do y'all deal with being these people that got fans, got supporters, got people that want to speak to y'all, that want to, but kind of like walking that thin line between being super friendly, but also being approachable, you know what I mean, in some type of way? Because I know that can be difficult, you know what I mean?
It's very difficult. Say I'm on a date and you walk up on me like, hey, Dream
Yeah,
Rich. And it's
yeah.
like, oh, hi. You're like,
right.
hey, girl, this is my first date. You just made me look more popular than what I am. So for me, and like even in dating and stuff like that, it's very hard now. Like it's because it becomes a popular thing and it makes people uncomfortable. Like it makes me uncomfortable sometimes. Like, and I mean, I don't feel like it's an insecurity. I do feel like it's something within themselves, but it's like just being able every day to like, walk outside and know that people don't even give you grace. So now my new thing is grace. Like if you see me and my face is all boiled up, like on Sunday, next Sunday, I don't play about I'm a perfectionist. I don't play.
Yeah.
So if you see me and I'm a little fumble, I'm not being mean to you.
Right.
It's not, don't take it personal.
Yeah.
I'm literally about my money. And this is our money. This is not no funded thing. This is our money, hard work invested into this. So if you see me and I'm like, hey, go that way. Go this way.
Yeah.
This is nothing about, it's not you.
Right.
Don't take it personal. So now that's my new thing. Like, hey, don't take it personal. It's been times where now I don't even go out if I'm overwhelmed because I'm working in too many different industries. So if I'm overwhelmed, I have friends that don't understand that. Like, why you always in your phone? Or they'll be in their phone all day too, but my phone makes money all day. And then all day I'm hearing, why you in your phone? You in your phone all day, baby. This is, my money line is ringing, baby. I'm sorry. And it's days where it's times where I cut it off. But I'm still adjusting to lifestyles that I just got in. So some things I can't miss certain phone calls. Certain opportunities only come a dime a dozen. You gotta catch them. So I feel like grace. Grace is the first thing that I think people need to give us. As far as I have social anxiety now. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what's this. I was always a really friendly person. I worked in bars, waitress. Now I kind of like stand off in the corner. I'm an energy person too. I feel everything. I can walk in somewhere and be like, oh, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as I grew, I didn't know that feeling 10 years ago. Now I know it. Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I can identify when I'm feeling, oh no, baby, I don't like you. Don't want to be around you. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not rude, but I do have a resting face. Like my face literally be like,
Definitely.
Yeah.
and people be like, you so mean. It's like, I'm really not.
Yeah.
You got to talk to me. You don't know me. But sometimes if I'm out I'm like, Babyface Ray said something like that. Like, if I'm in the club, I don't want you coming talking to me. Like, I am here to have drinks. Like, you don't come over here talking about no work.
That's the thing
And
too.
give me a
gotta,
break.
like you say, give me that grace.
Right.
Like, bro, I want to enjoy my life.
I'm a
too.
human.
Like,
But see, I'm a little different because, like, I'm more friendly. Because I done heard people be like, Didi ass cat me. I'm like, nah, you gotta know her. You know,
But
but
I
that's
am
her
friendly.
resting.
I've been friendly for
That's
so
her
long.
resting face.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be more the approachable person. Like,
Right.
you can come up to me. You could. I'm used to people telling me like, oh, my mama just died yesterday. I'm like, excuse me, who are you? Like,
right.
you know, but I still have to show the empathy, you know.
Yeah.
But like Didi said, like, I am getting social anxiety. And then I'm getting social anxiety because there's so many people that know me. And I'm like, oh my God, where do you know me from?
Right.
You know, then you got a lot of people that will feel some type of way because you don't know them. Like, oh, kid, you remember? And I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they will feel some type of way. So I kind of like tend to like, I'm going to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to be considerate of how I make you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I know at the end of the day, you like Didi say, give me grace, but I know a lot of times people not gonna give me grace. Like I know a lot of times I'm having a fucked up day and somebody gonna come up to me like, Key, I need help with the business, and I have to like click right into mode.
Do you feel like at some
it's a time, not to cut you off, it's a time and a place.
Yeah,
That's
but
how
like
I
she
feel.
said, if
It's a
I'm,
time
if
and a
I'm
place. So
I'm not going out. I'm not going
so
out.
now if I'm overwhelmed, I just don't go out. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not
I had to
going out.
learn that. I had to learn that about myself. Like, okay, wait, today was a bad day for you. It's your friend's birthday, but you're going to have to renege on that. You cannot go. Like, and this is something that I had to learn within these couple years. Like, hey, you cannot go. Because I was really depressed. I was outside depressed. I was broke, going out, helping my friends or not. Like, it was bad. So somebody walking up on me and I'm like, They're like, yeah, you doing your thing with baby money, you doing this? And I'm over here feeling like I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So in real life, it's like, for the last 2 years, if you seen me and my face might have been a little, it had nothing to do with you, everything to do with me. I might be over here thinking about like, dang, I used to be doing this with my cousin all the time, or dang, I used to do this. Or, you know what I'm saying? And people don't know how to do that. I just want people to know that we're humans. Like, so that when I say that grace, I've always been friendly. I'm always approachable. But grace, as far as like, hey, oh, she's over there talking to somebody, she's on a date.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her later. I reply to people on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm easy to get in contact with. It's not like I'm a person that don't give out flowers. And I feel like even with artists that want our help, come to stuff like the festival, come support us, post a flyer. We see that, and then that makes us come back around and want to deal with you.
100%.
Don't just, people bum rush you with things and expect for you to just be open for.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all talking about that too, because I think it's important for people to like watch like interviews and stuff like that to get to know these
A person.
people, man.
Yeah.
Like it kind of, you know, for y'all to be able to express, you know, y'all viewpoints, the way y'all see things, it kind of make it easier for the people on the other side to handle y'all properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because as these figures, you're going to get that. Like, you're going to get people that's inconsiderate. You're going to get people that's, but, you know, watching this, hopefully a person kind of, you know, give grace. That's the word.
Yeah, it's just grace. It's
And
just grace.
I appreciate it though sometimes, because sometimes I can be in a bad mood and somebody can be like, "Oh, okay, like I see you," and then it kind of switch my mood. Like,
No,
damn.
the walking up and saying, "Oh, I love what you're doing."
Yeah.
People don't even know how much that lift people up. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it's starting a conversation with that instead of, "Hey, can you be my manager?"
Yeah.
Hey, look, I love
Yeah.
what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not even that. Like one day, I'm never gonna forget this, and this is what made me get out of depression. I was in Elmer's on Chicago, and it's a little right. So I'm at Elmer's, y'all. I'm crying, y'all. I'm crying though, like I'm boo crying, right? And I'm like, I just don't got nothing. I'm really literally feel like I don't got nothing, but I'm still driving around in my little car. I got a car, like what? But I'm literally in here crying, right? A lady pull up, car full of clothes, shoes, and 5 babies, y'all. And she just on the phone talking about her whole family stealing her identity and stuff like that. And it was just like, damn, I'm complaining, bro. She got 5 babies in the car. I instantly got on the phone and called my mom, like, is it a way that we can help her? Call my friend, like, is it a way we can get her some housing? That right there just made me appreciate life a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in here crying about this stuff I'm going through, but it's somebody that with way lesser than me. She don't got nowhere to go with these 5 kids. I got somewhere to go at least. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just be like, you complaining about something. God, you woke up today.
Yeah.
Be happy that you alive. And that's where the grace and the gratitude come from of me like, damn, why am I, like, yeah, you tripping.
Yeah.
You bugging out. You can go change tomorrow. You can go fix all of this. Figure out what God wants you to do and fix it. But right now, it's somebody in your face. And it's like God put that right there in my face
Yeah.
for me to see that, like, what you crying about, bro?
And then even to know, like, too, like, clearly she ain't had no resources. I kind of want to ask y'all, like, how valuable is relationships? Because, like, in building these relationships over time, even if you do find yourself, you know what I mean, in a messed up situation or whatever, y'all can still depend on people that
Certain
y'all
people.
helped throughout y'all journey or whatever to kind of, you know what I mean, throw that assist back.
I feel like relationships is way more important
Than money.
than money. Yeah. Like, I have done a lot of things for no money just to build the relationship. Because I know that if I got a certain relationship with a certain person, when I need something, because really how we did our festival was about a lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things we needed done was because of the relationship that we built. So I would say that's more important. When I'm structuring people and teaching about marketing, I always teach them about building business buddies or business partners to get a relationship, because it might be somebody that's paying 50 cents for printing, and you probably paying $1, but that relationship with them, you done saved yourself 50 cents just because you have that relationship, you having that conversation. So I say that's way more important than anything, especially in business, is having that relationship.
Yeah, relationships. And my music, me being in music, my relationships in bars, the DJ BJs, them. That's who helped me when I got my first artist. Like, so the relationships is key. Like, those are the people that were spinning his music. That was the person that hosted his first mixtape. Stuff like that. So just them relationships, they taught me more to grow. And even when I lost everything, if I didn't help so many people in the fashion world or put my hand back out here in fashion, those same people came back and lifted me back up 2 years later. Introduced me to a whole new thing. I got friends that took me out to London on they pop-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spencer and Sam gonna always be embedded in me just off of doing something for me, and they didn't have to. Just get me back in my bag. I wasn't dropping no clothes for They looking at me like, what you doing? Spencer went and designed something. Sam like, all right, we going to London. What's up? Like those type of. We just had a phone call. We hadn't talked in like 2 weeks. They like, what's up with you, bro? You got a man or something? Like you got a man. You high?
Hey,
Like,
hey, you know when that man come in the
Yeah.
picture, hey, that take time.
yeah, so they thinking like, what you acting funny is really I've been focusing on this festival. It's like we got shit to do. Like, and those relationships alone, I really, really cherish them. The Des Del Mars, all of them. Like, all of my friends really put me back in the game, and it didn't cost me no money. They really showed me something. And if I call right now, we can always get on the phone and go move and do something. Hey, y'all, I ain't got no money. All right, well, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? So just like, I think building relationships is key to everything. I think you need to know how and treat everybody the same. You don't know who gonna be who next. Like, I've done a lot for a lot of people, and I've watched some people just turn their back on me, and that's cool. So some relationships ain't gonna stay the same, and that's another thing about building relationships. Don't expect everybody to treat you like you treat them.
Sure.
But I always tell people to treat people how you want to be treated. Treat the janitor just like the CEO, because that janitor gonna turn around and be somebody else tomorrow. I mean, I watched it happen to a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, even all these rappers, like I've been around for a lot of people's
That's the thing
careers.
for you too, like with the music, like you've literally been able to see these artists like
I've been
get it out the mud.
I've been friends with most of them. All of us was broke together. So just to watch my friends be broke together, some of them still my friends, some of them I really don't mess with because they change. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, don't change who you are. Money shouldn't change you. If money changed you, that's who you was supposed to be in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I do think that, yeah, money is the goal, but a lot of relationships make the money. You don't know how rich you can get off of a relationship. You don't know what they can introduce you to make you rich. So always think about how you treat somebody.
100%. I kind of wanted you when you talked about marketing, I kind of wanted to pick your brain, and then I want to go to you about managing. If you can, like, what's like some of the core marketing tips and branding tips that you have been able to apply that make you so successful at what you do?
I would say being able to see it from everybody's point of view. A lot of times when I'm telling people how to market, that's how they try to see. They like, oh, I want to see who's your target market. Oh, 4 to 40-year-olds. Like, no, that's too broad. That's too many people. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, like, when I'm giving marketing tips, like, lower, like, small and down who you targeting to, right? We are not targeting to everybody. Like, our festival is not for everybody.
For sure.
Like, we kicking the kids out at 8:00.
About 7.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not for everybody. It's not for people that's thinking they come see a bunch of known people. Like I said, it's for the culture. So with marketing, I'm kind of telling people to like focus on a certain person. Focus on that, because we're so busy trying to focus on everybody and make so much money.
That's a good point too, because even when you say target, when I think of a target, I look at the center and it gets smaller as you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's smaller, and then it becomes bigger. You know what I'm saying? Then you can, because like I tell people all the time, Walmart's target market is the lower class. But you still go find some middle class people there. You can still go find some people with money, but that's still not their target. Another thing that I tell people with marketing is to be approachable. Because every time, like Didi said, she became the brand. You are the brand at all times. Like, you're always representing the brand. So you don't, and that's why I say when I'm like, you want to watch what you're doing, because you are the brand. You're being. What happened when Kanye, went on his rant? He lost all his branding.
Logic over emotion.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, no, you're not the brand no more. You're not what we're looking for. So always be self-conscious about that. Another tip that I give people for marketing is to have a budget. A lot of times people kind of spending pointless money on stuff that don't even matter. So I'm like, make sure you got a budget. And your marketing should be most of the budget, because that's how a lot of people go far. If y'all follow Mia Ray, like, all she do is market. Kim Kardashian, she market. Like, what is she known for? Literally marketing, any product she can sell. And then another tip that I want to give people as far as marketing is to be yourself. A lot of times people are trying to steal somebody else's marketing. This worked for them, so maybe it'll work for me. So kind of just being yourself with the marketing, that will help you increase the sales. My sipping shops, I've been doing it for 7 years, and about 80% of my vendors sell out. And that's because I'm teaching them how to market. Like, you want to be approachable. You want to have a smile. I tell people a sipping shop is a sip and see. They're coming to see your customer service. They might not buy something today because they wait until tomorrow, So Yeah, I would. And also, I give marketing structures, monthly marketing structure. So anybody need a marketing structure, hit me up on Instagram, KeyMoney313. I definitely help with
Key Money.
those.
For sure, for sure. On the managing side of things,
What's up?
what's some of those key things? Obviously, you've been successful, you know what I mean, with Baby Money. You know, working with him, helping him out on the manager side. What's some of the key things that every manager should know that they need to have in their toolbox, sort of say?
As far as like, see, it's like a wide range of things that you need to have.
Right.
But
So even with that, like break that down.
I mean, because
like,
it's different kind of managers. Not to shade anybody. Some of the managers is getting down on their artists completely, and then you get some managers that's really genuine and honest. You know what I'm saying? But this industry is different. So I would say personally, like relationships.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say
need
that.
relationships. You need to know the business. You need to know the business because you're managing someone's whole career. And your job never ends. Job never ends. It doesn't end. My phone rings for him all day, and 90% of the time he's calling all day too. You know what I'm saying? So, and I do a lot of stuff for a lot of other people too. Beyond being a manager, just learning the business of it. But go pick up a book if you don't know. Go to a class. Go. Those are the things you need because it's so much. Like it's people be like, you didn't want to teach me. It's so hard to teach somebody this when I'm learning day by day. Every day it's something else to learn. It's an experience. Like some things you don't know until you go through it. Every artist is different. So what they might be going through, I'm not going through. So I just genuinely tell people to know the business. Once you know the business, you're able to take your artists and do stuff. And marketing is a huge thing. You gotta have money as an artist, or you really don't have to have money like as much, but you need to have enough money to believe in yourself to like pay for some of this marketing. Like you have to be able to do that. A lot of stuff happens off relationships. Like me and Baby Money was more of a relationship thing. Like the whole career was a relationship thing. Somebody tried to sign him, and it was just like, oh, let's do this. Let's do this a different way. You know what I'm saying? And we really just shook hands on something and went a whole nother way. And it really didn't cost us a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's story is different. I do think that you got to make sure your DJs are taken care of. The PRs, you need a PR if you're trying to go big. Once you get to a certain thing, you need to pay for marketing. You have to invest in your own career, whether it's $500 or $2,500.
Yeah.
Artists need to know that they have to invest in their own career.
Yeah.
And just knowing the splits, knowing the business. The business of it is the most technical part. Because if you don't know the business, your artist can get played in any given moment.
And like even with that pressure for you, I don't know if it was pressure for you, but you was with him before the deal and then after the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And them transitions, like when you transitioning from one space to another, those can be the most difficult. Like
yeah, because that mean that person right there mean too much to me. I'm not letting nobody do anything to him.
Facts.
So defending a person when they don't even know what's going on is probably the most interesting part of it. Love it, but I defend a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So just having to stand my ground of what I know he's going to do and what I know he's not going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge thing when you swapping over to these labels and these things, because some of these people might want to change you. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that happened with him, but in all actuality, like you don't never know what you're getting when you go sign these papers. You know what I'm saying? So like knowing the business is a huge part, and standing on your business when it comes to that. Don't let nobody come in between what you and that artist created.
Right.
The artist shouldn't let nobody come in between it, and that's really long as you got a strong foundation with the artist, because some people's artists switch up, things change. Loyalty. I really have walked away from artists because of loyalty. Watching how you move when I'm not around. How eager you are to go sign to somebody else, or how eager you are to go have a conversation with somebody else, and I'm helping you.
Yeah.
And I might be helping you for free right now, but then you just turned around and went and you coming to tell me, oh yeah, such, because you think they can do more. Loyalty is a huge step. So when people be like, you dedicate so much time into that, I know he ain't gonna let nobody talk about me when I walk out this room.
100%.
And even if somebody say something, he gonna say something to me, and we gonna talk about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So reality is just loyalty. Loyalty, standing on something. So when people watching something, they see something going a certain way, it's certain things that it's you gotta stand on that for me. Because your life become mine. So for your life to become mine, it's got to be a loyalty thing.
Man, and that's so real. Like, that's why I love, personally, man, I love what I see, in the city from these artists. And I honestly feel like that's the reason why they ain't really want to let Detroit in the door for a while, because our mentality is different.
Yeah.
We ain't fanned out like that. You get
We
what
the
I'm saying? We come from a couple generations back. Michael Jackson walking the streets, Al Green, like all of these people that are family members. So this shit is in our blood for real, for real. You know what I mean? And just to know, like, was it any like labels like trying to throw a new manager, like, cause that's what they do. They be like, hey, you know, we got this manager, possible we can make her this, but we want them to be this, you know. Self-explanatory.
Not gonna say much.
For sure.
Things are we not gonna say much, but you know, this is a business. Everything is a business. So how business works is, hey, we're gonna get that closest one away from you off. And I'm not for my situation. I can't really explain everything that happened, but I mean, I stood my grounds with my guy. So loyalty is loyalty. Everybody will try to turn y'all against each other if they see a little open hole. So I tell people all the time. So don't let nobody come in between something you created with someone. If you start with someone, finish with them. And if y'all both grow and it just doesn't work out, that's cool. But don't ever go discuss nothing. If you and your manager got something going on, and this is to all artists, you and your manager talk about something, leave it between y'all. Don't you ever go behind your manager back, and unless they're snaking you out or something that you can't. Y'all supposed to have different lawyers anyway. You get what I'm saying? But technically, you better keep that in between y'all, because if somebody, that's just like if in the family, anything, if somebody see a little way to creep up in, a snake gonna slide right up in it and get in your head and try to detour you. And that's what I love so much about Baby Money. Can't nobody really tell me nothing about him, and can't nobody tell him nothing about me. Even if we feel like, oh, this is a lot, we gonna talk about it. And even if we might argue, we might box like brothers and sisters, but at the end of the day, it's gonna stay right here. It ain't gonna go to the world. Like, the world ain't gonna know. You get what I'm saying? And that's how everybody should be.
No doubt, 100%, man. Y'all gave a lot of jewels. A lot of game. But before we get out of here, I got a little game that I want to play. So this game that I got that I would like for y'all to play, because, like, you know, even with you, like, I see you read a lot of books. And even outside of that, like, I see a lot of you know, quotes, a lot of things that you give on the relationship side. You know what I mean? So if possible, can I ask y'all these questions? It's called Rapid Romance.
Oh, shoot, go ahead.
Can we do that?
Come on, let's do it.
So
let's do it.
I'm gonna ask y'all separate questions because I don't want you to have time to think about what
the question.
You know what I mean?
Got it.
So we're gonna start with you, Key. What's more important on the first date? Great conversation or physical attraction?
Great conversation.
Why?
Because that's how I become physically attracted to somebody, is your mental. I'm all a mental person. Like, conversation for sure.
Girl. Take that.
For sure.
See what Didi wants. She said she want them 5'5" brown skin.
Great conversation. I don't like a dummy.
Didi, would you rather receive a thoughtful gift or a surprise date night?
Oh, that's hard. That's like the same thing. I would say, it depends. But I would love a surprise date night. Or a thoughtful gift. I like both. So,
but when you say it depends, break
it
down.
depends on the situation. Like, if it's something where I might be having a bad day or something, I would take a thoughtful gift.
Gotcha.
But if it's something where I ain't been on a date in a minute and you know it's time, a surprise date. Like, I don't know where I'm going. I like to do that to people, so I would love that.
For sure. Key, is it a deal breaker if someone doesn't share your taste of music?
No. Yeah, no. And I'm not a music person. Is that I am, but I'm not. I can't explain it. So, cause I be having to ask Didi who people are like, who is this? Who is this rapper? What is their name? So I'm not a music person. So nah. Yeah, I do R&B, old school. Yeah, but So I watch TV. I don't listen to music. I'm kind of out the loop. I'm in my own head.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you prefer spontaneous adventures or planned outings?
Spontaneous.
Okay.
I love spontaneous stuff.
Is it a reason why, or that? Or
I just like somebody to do something random. Like, I like random stuff. Like, just to know that you thought about me is really probably the thing that, because I'm spontaneous. I'm one of the people that planned is cool. It's like, oh, I know we're going to Ruth Chris, whatever. But like a spontaneous, somebody actually being like, hey, look, go pack your bags. We about to go.
Right.
You know, I'm off this weekend. You like, come on, we about to go here. Sure. That I love to travel. I like to learn new things. So if somebody want to take me somewhere and I'm learning something, oh baby, I'm all for it.
No doubt. Key. Texting throughout the day or just a call at night?
Texting throughout the day.
Something men do not like. ahead.
A call at night? Hell no. I don't know what the fuck you been doing.
Right.
I'm not a good texter. I like to talk throughout. Just check on me throughout the day.
Text throughout the day, cool.
Your text don't get lost with the
Wait
rest
till
of
the
the
end of the night.
These next questions, y'all actually can both chime in too, so it's fine. Didi, would you rather date someone who's super ambitious or someone who's super laid back?
She both, so.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. I'm both. Like, I would want somebody that's super. I like laid back guys though, but ambitious for sure. I love a laid back guy, but that like to get some money. I don't. Yeah, that's me.
I would say super ambitious.
I love the ambition though.
Laid back not important to me.
Yeah. She said it's not important.
I don't like loud.
Because I'm the hype.
Right.
I'm the hype person.
Yeah, I don't like loud guys because I'm not really loud. So.
Is it more romantic to cook together at home or dine out at a fancy restaurant?
Cook together at home.
Dine out. I don't got no time. I don't feel like doing that.
If we cooking together though, it might be
Right.
like
It's a vibe. We
yeah. I like to be at home when I got some time though.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to go out to eat, but I like to be at home too.
On the quick segment, how often do you actually have the time to chill at the crib?
Now a lot. I make my time. I make it. I turn my phone off. I just go home.
But when I go to sleep.
Right.
That's
you
it.
said that's it.
Yeah.
All right. I got 3 more. Would you rather have a partner who's very social or one who's more introverted?
Social.
I guess that kind of go back to the other one, but
Social, for sure. Because I'm social. So, like, I had a partner that was introverted and they didn't understand me being social. They kind of felt like, oh, you flirting, you friendly.
Yeah.
But really, I'm just social. I like having conversations.
Same thing. I went through the same thing. But I do still like a guy that ain't really all up in everybody's face.
But then you social.
You can be social,
but you can still be social and introvert. I think, like,
socially introverted.
yeah.
How do you be socially?
Because you can go, like, I'm socially introverted.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know my business. You don't know nothing about. You only know what I tell y'all.
No, real talk.
So I like.
And I would like to say, like, because when I'm in like personal settings, I talk. We about to kick it. We about to talk about everything, son, boo, whatever. You feel me? But you see where I'm at behind the camera. I'm straight on the bang. I'm straight on all that. You know what I mean?
It's a way to be socially introverted. Like, hey, how you doing? And keep it.
Yeah.
I'm just social.
Is it better to be with someone who's more similar to you or someone who challenges you?
Challenge. I need a challenge. I need somebody that's going to push me to do better. Mm-hmm. Like right now, I got a friend that's actually pushing me to go to the gym, pushing me to do stuff. I need that. Even when I don't go to the gym, he's like, why are you in the gym? And he's just my friend, but it's just like, I need that just because, thank you. Like, don't nobody else think about me. Like, just somebody to just challenge me in different ways that my mind ain't thinking. Like, because if you're not challenging me, I'm kind of like, I'm already ambitious. So I need somebody to like stay on me about other things like structure, stuff like that. Like I feel like all women need that in their life. Like I'm helping so many other people. I need somebody to come in and be like, hey, what that look like? What you doing? Like I need that.
Sure.
Definitely want a challenge. Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I gotta ask a question with that because like in relationships, by y'all both being ambitious, right, and then having somebody that challenge y'all, it could kind of come off like. You know, like he kind of like directing you or like.
But that's what men are supposed to do.
Yeah, and that's
men are to lead. So if you're not leading me or challenging me in ways that my mind can't, I'm only supposed to add value to you.
Yeah.
So as a woman, I should add value, and you should challenge me, or you should give me things to. As far as challenging, I'm already ambitious. So if you give me something, that's a challenge to add value to.
Yeah.
Technically, so that's a challenge.
I guess my question is, how easy is it to relinquish or take off the boss hat? When a man is being firm and leading and directing, when you're used to running your own life, having your own bag, making your own moves, you know what I mean?
I want to come home. And let all that go. Yeah. I want to come home. I can run. I mean, you know, we can run circles around this, and I hopefully whoever my husband is, we have businesses together. Yeah. But when I walk in the house, I'm a woman, and at that very moment, it's time to chill, listen. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight you on who more ambitious. I don't want to go through that. Like I really want, you need a safe space. And I think all women need that, especially women that's doing all the things that we do. I think a lot of people think we don't. I've had men tell me, you don't need nothing. And it's like, what? I need a hug. Like, you don't think so?
I need
Like,
a hug. Give me a hug. Look
like
at
a
that.
hug, like no, but just for real. But no, just being realistically, like that question was a good question because I know a lot of women that's independent and all that. Like I'm independent, baby, because I had no other choice.
Right.
Not because
I want to.
I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I know how to get some money because it's a lifestyle that I like to live. I want to still wake up every day and look like what I want to be and pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Depending on people is real hard these days. So I still want to have something like if my man was to have to fall back on me, I want him to be able to fall back on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that this is not. I'm not doing this to. Oh, I'm independent. Oh, I'm strong. Yeah. Hell no! Nobody want to be strong all the time. Like we've been strong our whole life. Like if somebody could come in and just help a little bit, it'd be like, man, I love you. Thank you. Man, God, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like. And just my grandma and be like, you not married yet? Like, just looking at older people and stuff like that. My grandma was literally on the phone with me. We don't even talk about relationships. And this is just funny to say. She was on the phone. She was like, you need to pull your Bible out. I said, what, grandma? She was like,
you need to
I'm just like, well, grandma, I'm tired. And that's really been the thing. Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of having to wear that hat all day. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. God gonna give it to me when I'm supposed to have it. But being in this day and age, you got so many other women like, it's almost like we women, we strong. He got kids and stuff like that. But me, I don't have kids. I don't have a man right now. So it's like, oh, it's almost like you're still incomplete to people in the world. Mm-hmm. Like you didn't do, like you still ain't do.
Franklin talking about
you didn't do enough.
That's a
and that's a misconception because who's to say I didn't do enough because I didn't have that? Some women are not going to have that. And I want it, but if it doesn't happen, I can't control that. I am not in control of that.
Time too. Exactly. It ain't it's not a race to, who gets married first. Like this ain't that. It's
you're reaching 35. That's why people be about to kill themselves. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me I'm coming to a point and you ain't gonna be able to have no kids. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. That was pure motivation. I'm prevailing in all my other areas in life, but you want to tell me, you ain't got no kids and no man. Like or something wrong with you. What's wrong with you? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, I'm going to do this last one. Okay, what's the biggest lesson for both of y'all that y'all learned from your past relationship? We're going to start with you, Keith.
I would say not trying to always be right. That's my biggest problem. Because I'm quick to be like, I already know. Like, I already know that. Being teachable. Because but I do feel like, to piggyback off, like with the last question, most good leaders had to follow. So in order to become a great follower, you gotta have a good leader. So I would say what I learned was like to listen, to understand versus listen to kind of get done with the conversation. Mm-hmm. So listening, that's my biggest problem. Like what I learned, I know how to listen.
Mine is everybody ain't out to get you. Just because you've been through that before don't mean you got to go through it again. Feel rejection. Like, don't think that everybody is going to do you the same way just because one person did it. They just ain't know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Or they ain't know your value. So that was probably my biggest thing because it's like a hard shell. Like, you meet me and I'm like, niggas, what is going on? Like, just not being so aggressive. Everybody don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to give everybody hard just because you've been treated a certain way in certain areas in your life. That's probably my biggest dating lesson. And I've been treated pretty good, but just like in certain areas, certain things, certain scars just don't go away. Yeah. Certain things that you experience can literally travel with you growing. Like, and boundaries, having firm boundaries of what you can't deal with. Like, I know I can't deal with a man that ain't a man of his word. If you're not a man of your word, you have no reason to be here. You gotta be able to stand on because I stand on mine, stand on yours. So, them are my biggest lessons though. And what she said, listening though.
Yeah, me and my wife, we met in 9th grade.
So, dang!
You gotta have patience.
And it's patience because like I'm one of them. Like I'm real studious. Like I'm always trying to. And sometimes when you on that journey and your mate may be moving, but they may not be moving as fast as you personally would want to. But you gotta have that patience to see and recognize like you are growing, you are like and acknowledging those things so that they can move faster. I notice when you give people like don't talk about the bad, but you talk about the good, it kind of inspire a person to move.
Oh, that is so.
Yeah,
that's a lot of things. Women that right there.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of women need to focus on. Like when you talking to your man, talking to him and telling them the good things that you like, and then you
Versus
address the
the bad
bad,
things.
like in a way. Hey, I love when you do this, but when you do this, it makes me feel like just. And that's something I've been talking about with my best friends and them like lately about growing. So that was a key factor.
Affirmation. Words of affirmation.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure, man. Well, it's been definitely, a great sit down.
That was the best interview.
Man,
Yeah,
I
this was a
appreciate
good
that.
interview.
I definitely appreciate
We
that.
gotta go viral, y'all, on the floor.
For sure. I ain't gonna lie, I think we is with some of these once we clip this up, y'all gave a lot of jewels, y'all gave great insight. I feel like people, gonna learn more about y'all. And again, I appreciate y'all. If y'all can, last time to talk about the festival, let the people know what to expect. Let them know, is it tickets or is it just pull up?
Tickets you can purchase at the door, but we have tickets. We have on-hand tickets. You can
VIP tickets.
VIP tickets, and they're online.
Yeah,
at
August
Event Noir.
25th,
August
2 to 10. Everybody must have a wristband.
To get in.
Media passes.
Media pass. You gotta. If
Media
you don't
passes.
got a media pass, you better contact Swab right now because you need it. I don't care who you are. You need a media pass. It's like, no, I'm just playing.
We got about 6 DJs. We got about 10 hosts. Thanks to Didi. We have a bunch of vendors, a bunch of artists. Y'all don't want to miss it. Like we said, it's for the culture.
We're
of
creating
Detroit.
the vibes. Our VIP little lounge is going to be nice. Nothing's little up here. Everything we're doing is big. My bad. But this is going to be one of the best productions y'all seen in a while.
And it's gonna get better. We plan on doing this every year, so it's not something that's just a one-time thing. So definitely look forward to it coming 2025.
That's what it is. Foreign Magazine, Pulse of the Culture, Key, Didi.
Hey.